Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wahyudha with team number 2320054, and for this time I will explain about my reading comprehension about the book, with the title of the book is Interpretive Reading. The author of the book is Nurdiana and Rizky Amelia, which the chapter 2 of the book is Strategies for Reading, for Active Reading, which consists of 11 page. So okay, first is, what is active reading? So active reading is reading that are involve the student to do reading actively in reading text. So it simply means that the reader must have the purpose to understand and to evaluate the reading relevance to the student's needs. There is three complex set of reading skills. Before reading, we need to determine the subject of the material. The next, we need to determine how the material will be organized. The next one, we need to decide what we need to remember from the material. Next, we need to define our purpose for reading. For during reading, we need to identify what is the important. We need to determine how the key ideas are support. We need to identify pattern of thoughts. Then we need to drawing connection among the ideas. Next, we need to anticipate what's come next. Next, we need to relating the ideas that we already know during and after reading. So first, we need to identify author purpose for writing. Next, we need to analyze the writer technique and language. Next, we need to evaluate the writer competence or authority. Next, we need to do critical question. We asking the critical question. Next, and the last one, we need to evaluate the nature of type supporting evidence. Next one is pre-reading. So pre-reading is the way for us to make us more familiar with the organization and the content of the text that we will be reading. So the way we need to familiar, there is 7 steps. The first one, we read the title. Then we read the introduction and opening of the paragraph. We read each that bold face on the reading. Bold face. We read the first sentence under each heading. We notice any typographical aids. We notice any graph and picture. And the last, we read summary of the last paragraph. Next step is making prediction. So prediction are made based on our experience with written language as well as our background knowledge and familiarity with the subject. To make stacking a prediction, we need to put some question in our mind, like what clues does the author give, and then what will the material will be talking about, what logically will follow, what could be this, how could this be organized, and then we making a connection. So once we had our pre-read and assignment, the next step is important that we need to call to our mind what we already know about the subject. We need to relate it with our background knowledge, with our experience that we have before. So we could more focus and easily relate the new information with information that we already have. The next one is developing a guide question. So the guide question can be formed by turning the chapter or essay title and heading into question that we will try to answer as we read. The last one is monitoring comprehension. So it's mean that we keep track and being aware of what's happening while we read. So we need to increase our level of awareness to make sure that we have understand by picking up the clues or signal that indicate whether we are understand about what we are reading. So we need to recognize the comprehension signal, and we need to correcting the incomplete comprehension. Alright, I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.